Josh.
Corey.
That's a good start. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Welcome to the Brown Carpet Podcast, where each episode we take a weird real news story and together we twist it into an even weirder film.
We do it live, and we stream it on Facebook so the people at home can join in and make suggestions for the film's title, tagline, casting, soundtrack and story.
And at the end, we make a movie poster for the B-grade masterpiece, We Cook Up.
You can see all the movie posters we've made in the Brown Lit section of our website.
www.thebrowncarpetpod.com.
We also got a sweet-ass merch page on there, so you can pick up a t-shirt, phone case, or throw pillow emblazoned with the BCP logo.
You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher or Spotify, and if you're listening to this, you could be watching all the episodes on our YouTube channel.
Just search for the Brown Carpet Podcast and you can see Corey's pretty little beady face.
If you've got a suggestion of a weird, funny headline you'd like us to turn into champagne cinema, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or email us at thebrowncarpetpod@gmail.com.
And now, let's get to the show.
Yeah.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted headwards like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice.
Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as sealed duck.
No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Carpet Podcast. It's our belated Christmas episode number 37. I'm here with the usual suspect, Joshua Groom.
There you go.
And we're going to dive right in.
I think we should introduce our illustrious guests that we have in the room with us.
We should definitely do that.
We have 3 guests today. First time we've had a 3-way. We are joined by the delightful Dom, Tim, and Jezebel.
Thank you.
Perhaps you'd like to say a little bit about yourself so that everyone knows exactly who you are. Dom, why don't you start us off, mate?
I'll introduce Dom. Dom introduces you, and then we both introduce me.
I think that's amazing.
So this is Dom. Yep. Dom enjoys the ancient art of bonsai.
Legitimately?
Legitimately.
Yeah,
This is not a joke. He's a whiz in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
takes a whiz in the kitchen.
Yeah. Never go for dinner at Dom's house, is basically what I'm saying. And yes, enjoys fishing.
Lovely.
It's Dom. Oh, also does a podcast called... do plug that.
Yeah, do a podcast, Aussie Cinema Talk about old, forgotten, misremembered Aussie movies.
That sounds sensational.
Tim Cooper.
What can we say about Tim Cooper that hasn't been said before?
I've known you for 8 years. You've known him for...
What feels like an eternity, but in actuality is far less than that.
Get to the good stuff though, real quick.
I mean, he's employed us both at one point.
Was our boss. Literally was our boss. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That'll do.
And we're eternally grateful.
And then, this is my 3rd time here. You already know who I am.
Yeah. Deaf to Orbit Metal.
Deaf to Orbit Metal podcast. Our brothers in arms. And it's good to be back.
This new format, this new room, it's a weird feeling.
New locate, new studio.
I feel like I'm in Camelot. Is Camelot a place, or is it a?
Nah, Camelot's a state of mind.
And since it is our heavily overdue Christmas special, why don't we kick things off by asking you 3 what your favourite Christmas films are? You get one apiece. It's a top 3 scenario.
One.
Yeah,
Is that because we took so long with these?
Because you guys took like 15 minutes to do intros. So you get one.
Okay.
Maybe a special mention as well.
Yeah, all right. Bad Santa is absolutely my all-time favourite Christmas movie.
It is great.
I watch it every year without fail, and it's perfect because it's that perfect balance of tragedy and comedy, but it's also set in a hot climate, which I appreciate. You know, watching it, in the heat, in Australian heat, and there, Arizona, I think. I think it's in Arizona.
You got a special mention for us?
Special mention, I'd say, is probably Crackers, the Aussie. Crackers.
I've not seen.
David Swan, I think, was the name of the director. Swan is his last name for sure.
You'd hope.
But it came out in '98, and he used to direct things like Round the Twist. So it's got that kind of cartoony, sort of fun vibe to it, but it's about a kid. His dad's dead and his mum's remarried.
Right.
And he's unhappy with it, but it all takes place over Christmas time in a backyard, and it's all about, you know, a dysfunctional
Australian family.
How did you get a hold of it?
$6 in the JB Hi-Fi.
Tim?
Yeah, mine would have to be. There was a few options. We did have a short list, but it's got to be Batman Returns. Primarily because I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yep.
I think as well. Look, I should have done more research before coming, but Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, and then Danny DeVito and
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Danny DeVito is the
Penguin,
right?
Yeah.
I saw some shots of that the other day. Just popped up randomly. Generally frightening
Very
costume. Evil looking costume.
Yeah. All that black speckly shit coming out of his mouth and stuff.
Just eating raw fish, but it's like you just kind of imagine taking your kids, say like shit, and there's this like, you know, pudgy Danny DeVito in the sewers eating raw fish, like
which is exactly what he does in Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you have a special mention as well, Tim?
Yeah, look, there's Die Hard, obviously, but the argument, it always gets to Christmas where it's Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not? No, it's the best fucking action movie of all time.
True.
It has Christmas leanings, but you don't go, oh, Love Actually or Die Hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really a Christmas movie, but it can definitely lumped in there when you're having Orphans Christmas or anything like that when you want something heaps more fun than shit. I will say Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Yeah, he's a really good one. Shane Black, who I think
he just slid in an extra.
Yeah.
He does that. You
gotta
watch him.
There was two, and you slid in another one.
It's my first time. I've never done this before, guys. No, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, because it is a definite Christmas movie. It's also it's pre Marvel Robert Downey. You know, and you've also got Shane Black there who did write Lethal Weapon, who you might have something to say on.
Or maybe.
He
directed
this. He pulled himself out of a cocaine slump to direct this and write this. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong.
It's a nice snow tie-in though. Have you got a Christmas favourite for us?
I do actually, and I'm really glad I remembered this at the 11th hour because it truly is my favourite Christmas film. Michael Caine in probably his best role as Ebenezer Scrooge in The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Wow.
The Muppets Christmas Carol. I watch this every Christmas. It's now passed down through the family to my niece and nephew now. Gonzo is Charles Dickens.
That's perfect.
So it's pretty meaty stuff for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
My runner-up would only because I watched it this Christmas as well was the Christmas episode of Keeping Up Appearances I watched this year, where Hyacinth dresses up as Santa and accidentally kisses Onslow. Was really, really quite humorous.
Okay.
You know the show I'm talking about?
What the fuck you're talking about?
What doesn't matter with you? Keeping Up Appearances.
I got nothing for you.
Oh, we're gonna do. This is a conversation for off air because that's
a whole nother hour.
Oh, is that Mrs. Bouquet?
Yes.
Let's move right along.
Yeah.
Actual real one would be Home Alone. Simple.
Such a staple, mate.
Yeah, such a staple.
Let's dive into our news story.
Yeah.
I got it right here. Highrolling nuns gambled $500,000 worth of embezzled funds. No comments on that.
No reaction.
2 California nuns who worked as educators embezzled $500,000 and spent it on travel and casinos. Now their order is tasked with returning the money. Sister Margaret Krupa, principal of St. James Catholic School in Torrance, California, and Sister Lana Chang, who worked as a teacher, had been siphoning money away from tuition, fees, and donations into a long-forgotten account for a decade. After an anonymous tip and a check deposited into an account separate from the schools, the Archdiocese brought in a retired FBI agent to investigate.
Can I just one thing?
Please do.
An anonymous tip is what a priest gives you in a...
Just a tip?
Yeah.
That's all we've got time for. Thanks so much, everyone.
They described a system in which Krupa handled all checks made out to the school for tuition and fees before handing them over to the bookkeeping staff for processing. The principal allegedly withheld some of the checks and deposited them into another account, endorsing the back with a stamp that read St. James Convent. That read St. James Convent instead of St. James School. It was common knowledge around the school that the pair liked to travel and gamble, but they claimed the money came from a rich uncle. While Krupa and Chang have been removed from the ministry, the Archdiocese is declining to press charges.
So does that mean they have to pay it back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every penny.
So they get fired, but they don't have to pay it back. The order has to pay it back.
Yeah.
Have they offered to pay it back? Is that what happened?
They're just no longer nuns from the sounds of it.
Right, they're going to jail or?
Doesn't sound like they're not pressing charges.
Tim, they're in the Catholic Church. You don't go to jail. I
forgot. You can fuck kids.
Yeah, right.
The first question we want to ask is, whose story is this? Is it the nuns? Is it the cops chasing the nuns? Is it the archdiocese? Who are we going to...
There's a couple of angles, a couple of strong angles. Is it the nun story or...
I immediately side with the nuns. I want to get to know everything about them, and like, I mean, they're pretty old, right? Like,
I mean, they look what, like 70s, 60s?
60s.
They're up there.
Yeah.
60s, late 60s.
Like death is an option.
Like, is it kind of like a Blues Brothers angle you can go with it? They're on a mission from God.
Yeah.
Like, why do they embezzle all those funds? Were they trying to gamble it to get more for the orphans or something like that?
That's it. It could be an Empire Records type opening. They go to
Damn the man, save the church.
That's it. Yeah.
Faith, hope, charity, traveling, gambling.
Yeah. So like one big win is going to bring the kids closer to Jesus.
Yeah.
You have a lot of faith in these nuns. So you're going positive, optimistic, Christmas time, good feels.
Or are they just scumbags? Did they just roll in off the street and go, this is easy?
It's a pretty scummy thing to have done.
Yeah. Like when they're lifting donations, that's the...
Yeah.
How much money can go missing from that?
Before anyone notices.
That's a really good point.
Before anyone notices, like $500K.
$500,000.
Yeah. And like they're just living it up in Vegas. I mean, they got to be scumbags. They got to be scumbags.
Well, yeah, so they're grifters. They're career criminals, I think. I think that's and they're hiding out in the nunnery. This is their last grift for one big wing blowout. They've
been fucking over.
They're not coming back from Vegas. It's a one-way trip.
Okay, really? I like that.
It's like leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like a full,
blow it all on coke and hookers.
It's
and
like Thelma and Louise over the cliff kind of vibe.
Yeah. Or hang on. Or is it that they have been good their whole lives?
And this is their breaking bad moment.
Their breaking bad moment.
Sure.
They're like, fuck it. We've never experienced this. Let's just do it all.
Have you guys heard of buying indulgences? You know, it's like a medieval thing.
Yeah, so you could...
Is that on Parramatta Road?
Tuesday night special. Dear.
Discount card here if you want.
Was that where you could pay for someone to pray for you?
You could pay for a sin. So if you commit a sin, you pay for it. It's a Catholic thing. You could pay for it, and it gets you off the hook. So maybe they're getting the $500,000, and they're going to Vegas. They have a huge blowout. Then they got to gamble to try to get a bit more, so they can buy their indulgence to get them off the hook.
I like that.
I do like that.
Did they do something bad before they left to sort of the only way they could think of getting out of it was going to gamble the money to pay for the indulgence or something like that?
Well, if they need $500,000 to redeem themselves, they've done some
They've done it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did they do it before they left?
What did they do? Yeah.
What did they do?
What could be the ultimate crime? Surely breaking the vow of chastity.
The ultimate crime's always murder.
Thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
Yep. That's up there.
You can make it topical, couldn't you? Catholic Church.
Yeah.
You know, if they've somehow witnessed a cover-up of epic proportions.
Did they kill a priest?
In their nun's mind. Yeah, do they kill a priest?
They kill the kitty fiddling priest.
Kill the
Love
kitty,
it.
Yeah. Kitty fiddling priest. And the only way they know how to absolve themselves is to bring that money back, which would save the school.
So it's kind of like there's a moral code to what they've done.
Yep.
They saw a kitty fiddling priest.
Yeah.
Together, they killed him, covered the shit up.
The church is corrupt, so they want to steal from it.
Yeah.
Go and gamble it to make more to give it back to someone who needs it more than the
maybe they donate it to the victims of sexual abuse or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay.
Feel good hitters.
But the same theory applies.
Then you've got your retired FBI agent. The retired bit just got me.
Yeah, me too.
But maybe then the sort of evil guys at the convent, the crack wise, they say they stole the money, and the FBI agents, it's a kind of crazy race against the clock in order to... They go, and he's shot, of course.
Could we, like, for a bit of extra oomph behind that character, have him like Michael Shannon's character in Boardwalk Empire? He's like a real a cop, but he's extremely religious. So he's powered by that as well as being
even more pious than
Yes, perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Like maybe he does the what do they call it, flagellation and all that stuff.
Does it all go wrong in Vegas? Does it? Do they become corrupted? They have good intentions, but they get to Vegas, and then it all turns to shit.
Okay, so if we open the film with them on the road to Vegas already, it's like nighttime. They're fucking driving through the desert, middle of the night. In the far, far distance, there's the neon glow of Vegas as they get there. As they're crossing the desert, we see a hurricane pick up just to their right? Just picks up out of nowhere, and it starts moving towards the car. They're seeing it coming towards them, and they're having one of these moments
like a brownout, like a dust storm.
A brownout, a big twister, kind of heading towards the car. And they're having one of these moments like, will Jesus save us? Like, is what we've done morally right? And they start discussing what they've done. And that brings us to the flashbacks. So as the brownout crosses the car, they're going 100 miles an hour on the thing. They brown out and we start flashing back and we catch what they've done.
I like the idea of the film, like the film ending of them just getting to Vegas. Putting the bed on, you don't see how the bed goes. So the whole story is the flashbacks of how they got to where they are.
So it's like as the roulette ball starts to spin, as the dice rolls, whatever it is, that can be our out point. But we get out. So then what we need to establish is what got them to the road and what got them to the 500 Ks. So are they...
Well, they killed the priest.
The priest murderers.
But so what happens before that? So they have to... Someone has to get molested, I guess.
So we need like a...
We need
today's Macaulay Culkin of sorts.
So good.
So who is today's Macaulay Culkin?
Well, I mean, that kid from the Sixth Sense.
One of the kids from Stranger Things. Who's the one that looks like a
we have a thing where every episode...
I know. I have Stranger Things kids.
They've been molested, they've been murdered, they've been shot.
That looks like a witch.
The one that looks like a witch.
Oh, you know what?
The main kid.
So the priest is Haley Joel Osment.
That's
right. Because he's got that weird face. He looks like a kid that's a man anyway. And so he's the evil molesting priest. And he's molesting this stranger. I feel so bad talking about this molestation. We can't talk about the Catholic Church, and it has to be said.
Yeah, they do come hand in hand.
Well, hang on, just skip pause. It's going to be an edit point because you want to leave that in. So,
Stranger Things is an altar boy. So
Which one?
Finn? Yeah. Dark hair, the slightly pointier nose.
Bowers? Is his name Bowers or something?
Is he the one that made it to It as well?
He was in it.
Yeah.
So he's an altar boy. Yeah. Haley Joel Osment is the priest.
I feel like the murder itself should be very. It's obviously not going to be premeditated.
I'd like it to.
I feel like they stumble onto this situation.
Yeah.
Like one of them, absolutely, does the classic whoop, 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 whoop. Like she bends over to tie up a shoe or something, and then he falls over or something. He skewers himself on the cross. It's after that they kind of go, "What do we do?"
Because they've still got to dispose of the body. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. A couple of nuns cutting up a corpse in the back of a church
and it's their Catholic guilt that makes them want to do the by indulgence thing, right?
Yeah.
They figure we'll absolve ourselves by doing this by indulgence.
Yeah. Then they can feel like they've taken money from the church, which has been doing horrific shit, and put it in a good place.
Yeah, this is great.
That's redemption.
That's great.
Can they be are they the classic sort of Irish sort of hardcore older nuns?
Yeah, I think so.
Sort of are very spiritual, but also know how to hack up.
They do.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
They're like sailors.
Yeah.
They're tough, but they're pious.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Perhaps we just need that final thread. Maybe it's the cops who are chasing them.
Well, we've got the retired FBI agent.
Got the retired FBI agent, but is he the one that's on the road, or is he sent out a couple of cops after them?
I think he's on the trail.
I'd like it to be
because he's a parishioner.
Maybe he's the boy's father. Maybe he's connected to.
Oh, that would be a nice stinger to take.
Yeah, but he's the father, but the boy doesn't even know. It was some weird thing that happened there as well.
Is the FBI agent, because we were talking before, he's going to be like a hardcore Catholic, old school Catholic.
Old school.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Now, is he going to be super the Catholic Church doesn't rape kids?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That stuff lefties make up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Should he be sort of quite hardline?
Doesn't even believe his own son.
You know what I mean? Doesn't even
maybe
believe
he's come to him and he's just backhanded.
But you know what I mean?
Who would play it? Ed Harris.
You need it.
It's not bad.
Ed Harris isn't bad, but
that's
maybe
actually not bad. What I want to know though is, you're right, Josh. How does he get on the trail? Do you know what I mean? Is it a situation where they accidentally kill this priest, the other guys in the church or the convent or whatever kind of know what's going on, but they just sort of cover it up?
Yeah.
So
it's an orphan. It doesn't. Really
it's an orphan. It doesn't really matter. So does he call in his mate, who's the ex-FBI agent?
Rather than having him call someone, it's just him. Ex-FBI goes in to go to mass.
Yeah.
Priest doesn't show up. He goes to the what do they call it? The sacristy or that part where they live. He goes in there.
The staff room.
Yeah, and
he's
because
fishy.
He's fishy immediately. He gets onto it. Bang! What's there on the floor? A Greyhound ticket to Las Vegas. Away we go. Anything at all that can tell him that's where they're going.
How do we inject the Christmas in this as well?
Oh shit!
Because maybe
a Christmas tree. At some point in the movie, you have a Christmas tree.
It's genius. How about the nuns follow a neon star, like a Las Vegas casino star, and they're driving because that's the place that they know.
That's the casino. The star.
That's the casino.
The North Star or something.
There you go. Yeah.
And we can have a few fun things like maybe a concierge is Jesus. That helps out in some way.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday today. Oh, forget about it.
Okay, so let's do a recap of what we got.
Okay.
We're opening on these nuns flying across the highway. Twister picks up in the desert next to them, covers the car.
Yep.
That's what takes us back to the Situation Room with the priest and the little boy.
Yep.
Accidental murder of the priest himself. Stranger Thing boy escapes, tells his father what's happened. He doesn't believe the kid whatsoever, backhands him, heads into the church to see for himself what's going down because this kid's talking smack about the church, which is above the law.
The nuns have already booked the trip.
Yes.
Not a Greyhound, they're
on the road.
They leg it in a Cadillac.
Whatever it is, I think he flips into sort of back into FBI mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Old training, like a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
So he's on the road in his fucking banged up old Cadillac, whatever it is.
The Jesus Chrysler.
The Jesus Chrysler. They arrive at the casino.
Yep.
They've obviously got
$500,000.
They got $500,000 from their embezzled days,
Yeah.
which you've also learned about in the flashbacks of their sins of past.
Yep.
Their major sin being the murder of a priest.
Yep.
Do we end with them arriving? They obviously got this fucking wad of cash, traded it all in for chips. They're at the main table, high rollers.
Yeah. It's a Christmas movie, so they have to win.
I mean,
I like keeping it ambiguous.
I like the idea of they get to the roulette's table, and it's just the two nuns, the dealer, and then the FBI agent there.
Yep.
And they just, as he gets there, they throw the thing. You can't stop them.
The ball starts
all
going.
The chips are on the table. They're like.
What's his plan? Is he going to kill them? Is he going to arrest them?
I think he's trying to get the money back. He's a bit of a do-gooder.
Is it a family-friendly Christmas or is
It's
it
not a family-friendly Christmas film.
It's going to be molestation.
Oh my
Kids
god!
have been raped.
What movies did you guys watch?
I like the idea of maybe there's some sort of connection between a gift maybe the kid got and a link to the number that hits on the.
Oh, that's
something like that,
nice.
some little Easter egg.
What about we have our cake and eat it too? Maybe when the film cuts to black, cuts to credits, the ball is rolling. Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
Credits roll, and we do one of those fucking Marvel hidden scenes at the end of the credits. So you get your resolution if you're prepared to sit in your fucking popcorn crumbs to the end of the credits.
Can I ask, do the nuns have to go down for the crime?
No, because I mean, this guy's pursuing.
What if that number comes up? If that number comes up in that final hidden sequence, and they've just fucking jackpotted 500k into 30 mil.
What's a good connection between a number and a present that the kid got?
Did the priest 69 the kid?
Oh, Josh.
Sorry.
It doesn't go to 69 roulette, I don't think. But Josh.
I just realised I was such a nice person. I was like, I know 25th is the day of Christmas.
If you really want that redemptive quality, and you want that last scene where they're rolling the 69, like, do you want the FBI agents to finally... Is there some revelation that makes him suddenly realise that his son, nephew, grandchild has been raped.
Yes.
Something happens, like a piece of evidence that is irrefutable.
How about this is again, it's kind of fucked up. It's a fucked up movie.
A Christmas movie. It just happens to have
what if the
elements of
priest and the FBI agent used to go to the saunas together? That was kind of like how they hung out. You know, sitting in the towels together, sweating it out.
I'm learning more about
and
this
maybe,
podcast the more we sit here.
And maybe at some point,
the priest
when the priest went to pour a little more water on the rocks or whatever he did, his towel dropped and a tattoo on his knob had a weird biblical. It doesn't have to be on his knob. Maybe it's his inner thigh, but it had a weird biblical phrase.
It could be on his knob. Why not?
Okay, it's on his knob. So he had a weird biblical phrase tattooed to his penis. That only he thought he was the only person in the world that knew about that biblical phrase.
Welcome to Mississippi, we hope you enjoy your stay. That kind of thing.
Perfect. And he glimpsed that and then looked away, being the pious man. But maybe as they're walking into the casino, the little boy says back the tattoo.
It's got to be something weird.
Something
from
triggers it.
And so he realises the boy's seen the dick.
Yeah.
The boy's taken the dick.
Judge the tree by the fruit it bears.
Oh my god.
That's a long dick though, right?
Do not cast pearls in front of swine.
Yes, exactly.
Something like that.
The boy quotes the penis tattoo. The father realises what's happened. The roulette table starts to spin. We cut to black. And at the end, we can still have a resolution. If you want a happy Christmas film ending, we see that ball bounce into the whatever psalm.
It's Christmas themed. I want a happy resolution.
Yeah, I
agree.
I've got my own
through all
family to
this.
make me miserable. I didn't come here to feel bad.
But it's what you haven't felt bad at, like penetrative rape. Like it's not started happy, has it?
You still get your dark ending.
Anything else is happier.
Yeah,
right?
they said coming for a good time. So,
So you still get your dark ending because we cut to black on the ball rolling. We don't know which way it's going to go.
Right.
But if you want to sit in your popcorn kernels until the very end,
Oh,
you get that
God.
redemptive scene where the ball bounces onto the psalm number the penis quote came from, and you know that they've got $30 million and it all is.
Can we do a director's cut, like a real long director's cut, like a 13-hour jobby, where they literally just pay the dollar pokies for like 12 hours? Just sit there change into coins.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
It's time to bring this home. So let's work out a title and a tagline.
Okay.
I've got a couple here.
Yeah, give me title options.
Okay, my title options: Owing Monsignor instead of Owing Mahoney.
What's on the
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Not happening. Okay.
Robbing St. Peter to pay St. Paul.
Ooh,
That's a great tagline.
That's a
That's a good tagline.
That's a good
Long
tagline.
enough to be a tagline.
That's a good tagline.
Tim, you got any title options?
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
All these notes are actually fake. I just rocked up.
It's just pictures of penises.
Yeah.
I liked one of yours the best, so I'll let you guys go through yours.
I got a couple here. Yep. We got None the Wiser.
I like None the Wiser.
None the Wiser. It's a Christmas movie.
Because it also goes into the secrecy of it.
True. We got Sister Pact.
Anyone watching?
Sister Pact is good.
Sister Pact is
good.
Sister Pact is pretty good.
Sister Pact. And I got a tagline here. They thought the FBI were none the wiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The None the Wiser one is a good tagline.
So
I do like that tagline though a lot.
Robbing St. Peter. We could.
It's very religious. That might go.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
The getting a nun in the nun pun in there is pretty good.
Getting a nun in the pun.
Very. It's not really a punny film though, is it?
No.
It's not a rape.
But on the other hand, this movie's never actually going to be made, so it doesn't matter.
It makes an excellent point. So what if we call? What do we say? We like.
I just like Bad Habits.
Bad Habits.
I thought that was just sort of.
It's pretty simple.
Simple and effective. You know what I mean?
So what if we go Bad Habits? They thought the FBI were none the wiser.
Yeah, you've got
that's good.
Without doubt, you've got to have None the Wiser in there. Like that's very tacky.
Okay, we need to cast. Have we cast the nuns?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
we haven't cast the
Who's
nuns.
our lady nuns?
Mine were Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, I went straight there. So
and Michelle Yeoh from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Malaysian. I just found out.
And we've got Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, that's right. That's terrific casting. Yeah.
Fellas, I think we've got a film.
Yeah.
This is a filthy Christmas. Let's I'm really proud of what
It's a
we've
different
done.
kind of Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us into this
Hellhole.
in
the dark recesses of your
It
minds.
was absolutely delightful having you here.
Thank you so much.
You're all sick fucks. I can't believe it. It's not our fault. This is your fault.
So until next time, W to Flush.
And see you guys.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted endless like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice. Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Shut up! No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Round Carpet Podcast.
This Christmas, get ready. 2 nuns have bitten off more communion wafer than they can chew. Goldie Hawn,
Oh my god, we've got a dead priest on our hands!
Michelle Yeoh,
Jesus Christ!
Ed Harris,
Lion's a sin, son. And I know sin.
You've seen him as a kid. Now watch him fuck a kid. Haley Joel Osment.
Body of Christ.
2 nuns, 1 penis tattoo. From the Sunshine State to the Neon Jungle. This Christmas, bad habits. They thought the FBI were none the wiser.
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be here for New Year's.
Vegas, baby, Vegas.